You've identified yourself as Satoshi before, but what's the purpose of today?
No, I never claimed to be Satoshi.
The time has come for me to officially reveal my identity, provide verifiable proof to confirm Nakamoto's identity once and for all. He further claimed to have invented the Twitter logo. I'm not sure if he's talking about the X logo. Dog, that looks like it's off of a stock image website. I would not want to claim that. Bitcoin. If you consider yourself a crypto bro, or you follow anything in the crypto scene, then you definitely heard the news this past week that the elusive, anonymous creator of Bitcoin, Satoshi Nakamoto, was scheduled to reveal his true identity in a live interview / meeting that was being hosted in London. And the reporters who wound up going to see that interview, well, let's just say that they have some lackluster reviews and opinions on the matter. So I'm your boy Peablar. Welcome to Peablar TV 2. Let's jump right in. Earlier this past week, a press release was claimed to uncover the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the elusive inventor of Bitcoin, in a live press conference on October 31st, 2024, which is also coincidentally the 16th anniversary of Bitcoin. Happy birthday, Bitcoin. You're 16 years old. It's kind of wild, honestly, if you think about it. I remember back in the day when I was like 12 or 13, my friend was trying to get me into Bitcoin mining, and I wish I took him up on that. So what are you gonna do? Anyway, so pretty much this was the announcement photo of what was going on, and it looks sketchy as hell. Like, what are we doing here? London, United Kingdom, October 30th, 2024. After over a decade of speculating and mystery, the world will finally learn the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto, the elusive inventor of Bitcoin, and the foundational blockchain technology. On this momentous occasion, Nakamoto will reveal his legal identity in a live press conference, marking a historic event in the cryptocurrency landscape. Nakamoto, whose white paper launched the world's first decentralized cryptocurrency in 2008, has cited growing legal pressures as a driving factor for his decision. The time has come for me to officially reveal my identity. I'm facing significant legal challenges, and I believe the world deserves to know the truth. So let's say this is actually Satoshi writing this paper. What legal battles is he possibly going through? Like, he's anonymous. Nobody knows who he is. So any legal battles that he could potentially be having shouldn't be correlated with Bitcoin, right? Like, it should be linked to him. A little food for thought. The announcement coincides with the anniversary of Bitcoin's white paper release and will provide verifiable proof to confirm Nakamoto's identity once and for all. The unprecedented revelation marks the end of a more than 15-year of anonymity and signals a new chapter for Bitcoin and blockchain technology. So it's at 11:30 a.m. at this club in Norfolk Place, London, and there's a live demonstration. So, you know, this riled up some people on the internet. People were like, oh man, Satoshi's coming out of hiding after all. Well, not really, because over the years there's been like numerous people who have come out and just lied, stating that they were in fact Satoshi. So come the day of this event on the 31st, and well, let's just say a familiar face showed up. Let's just say that. So pretty much the day of the event, it was supposed to be packed. Apparently news reporters were being sold seats to this event, being told that, hey, listen, you may not actually get a seat. This is gonna be jam-packed. This reporter wrote that he was told a front row seat would be £100. It was also, it was another 50 if you wanted unlimited questions. I'm sorry, what? This is an interview. You're literally proving your identity. The whole point of this is so that you can, you know, be asked questions. Clearly this guy's just trying to make money, whoever Satoshi is, right? The organizer Charles even encouraged me to spend $500 in exchange for privileges of interviewing Satoshi on stage, which this reporter ultimately declined. Once they showed up though, there was no issue for seating. There was only about a handful of reporters there, and you can see in this photo, plenty of empty seats. So then the event begins. Mr. Anderson, the announcer, he gives a little bit of a, you know, introduction to Satoshi, you know, glazing him up a bit, talking about a bunch of inventions he had, and then Satoshi walks on stage, and it's this guy right here, a man named Stephen Mollah, you know, for Bitcoin, because he's rolling in it, baby. And he's a pretty frugal business guy in the UK, but he has an interesting past, which we will get into a little bit later. Pretty much he had been sitting in the corner silently on the side the whole time, and then he walked up and declared, I am here to make make the statement that yes, I am Satoshi Nakamoto, and I created the Bitcoin blockchain technology. Over the following hour, reporters went from amused to irritated as he failed to provide any promise of the evidence that he claimed. Mr. Mollah promised that he would have made a Hail Mary move of unlocking and interacting with the first ever Bitcoin to be created, something that only Satoshi could do, but he didn't. And pretty much that's talking about the Genesis coin, which is supposedly one of the first Bitcoins that was ever created, which is currently being held in the wallet of the presumed Satoshi. When asked to perform a live transfer of the, famed Genesis coin, Mollah stated that he did not have the keys to those early Bitcoin wallets, which were split into 8 parts and stored on 8 different computers around the world. He went on to say that there are some groups that are attempting to hack his device and, attempt a massive crypto haul. So, clearly people were not buying this evidence. And, what was the evidence that he actually had? In that flyer, it did say that this was going to be it. He's going to, claim it all, lay it all on the line. And pretty much all he had to offer and show was a screenshot from a Bitcoin forum from nearly 16 years ago, which, obviously could have been faked. And he claimed also that there were timestamps and had paper copies as proof. What does a paper copy have to do with anything, bro? Anything could be digitally photoshopped and then printed onto a piece of paper. Like, what are we proving here, dog? So let's talk more about Stephen Mollah. I doubt he's Satoshi, and all of the reporters there doubted it as well. They all went in pretty skeptical, but they knew for a fact it wasn't him. Some of which knew it wasn't him right off the bat, because he has a history of making these outrageous claims. For example, while he was at this interview, he made a bunch of ludicrous claims that make no sense at all and are highly unlikely in my opinion. It says here that while he was being grilled, he didn't stop revealing the truth to the world, and he further claimed to have invented the Twitter logo. I'm not sure if he's talking about the X logo. I think that he's talking about the bird, because if he's talking about the Twitter X logo, dog, that looks like it's off of a stock image website. I would not want to claim that. Sorry. He also claimed the Euro brand, and I don't know what the Euro brand is. Comment down below. And of course, the ChatGPT protocol, which I'm sure people can I don't know. There's definitely isn't the founder of ChatGPT still working for the company? I feel like that could be easily disproved. So he's making all these crazy claims. And like I said, some of the reporters immediately knew that this was all BS as soon as he walked out on stage, because him and his team, including Mr. Anderson, the announcer, are involved in a little bit of a legal battle right now due to him making claims in the past that he was Satoshi.
Are you guys being prosecuted for fraud currently? Have I got that correct or no?
If you want me to, I'll give you the story about that, but it's not what it seems. We're not being prosecuted by the police or anyone. It's a private prosecution.
See, Mollah and Anderson are currently involved in a legal battle over their claim with a private prosecutor by alleged victim Dilmit Dahil, accusing them of dishonestly claiming that Mollah was Nakamoto, exposing him to a risk of loss. Both of them pleaded not guilty to fraud by false representation and were given bail, with the trial set for November 3rd next year. So they're in a little bit of a legal battle. I'm not sure the exact ramifications of what that is. Let's look it up.
A few moments later.
It was honestly kind of hard finding an article regarding this whole legal case because of this more recent news, but I found this and it was posted only 20 days prior to this new interview that this new live event that he hosted. And it says, British businessman accused of falsely claiming to be Bitcoin inventor Satoshi Nakamoto. It seems like this case was brought upon him very recently and he hosted this event, maybe in my opinion, in an attempt to, get some funds for legal purposes. That's what it seems like. But the whole thing just doesn't even make sense, because the flyer said he's finally gonna reveal who he is, but apparently the legal issues are because he already did try to state that he was Satoshi and now he's being sued for it. So, bro, you're just digging a hole deeper for yourself. Let's read on. Essentially, Stephen committed some crypto fraud. Stephen Mollah, 58, said to have posed as Satoshi Nakamoto, the mysterious founder of the digital cryptocurrency, while allegedly falsely claiming to own 165,000 Bitcoin in Singapore. He's facing a criminal trial alongside Charles Anderson, a 67-year-old from New Malden, as they are jointly accused of fraud between November 2022 and October of last year. The case is being mounted in a private prosecution by Dalmit Dahil, the alleged victim. Mollah and Anderson both pleaded not guilty in this case. The men were set free on unconditional bail by the judge, and according to the charge, it is alleged that the men dishonestly claimed that Stephen Mollah was Satoshi Nakamoto, who is believed to have created the Bitcoin, and that Stephen owned 165,000 Bitcoin that were in Singapore, intending to cause loss to Dalmit Dahil or to expose that person to risk of loss. So I guess they were maybe trying to get like an investment out of him or something and, scam him out of some money. Yeah, so that's that. He has this legal case going on, and then he did this interview, and all these reporters immediately knew who he was and even said, hey, you claimed that you were Satoshi in the past. And I'm pretty sure he even denied that. He said, no, I didn't. I'm doing it today.
You've identified yourself as Satoshi before, but what's the purpose of today, if that's all right?
No, I never claimed to be Satoshi.
Something along those lines. And even afterwards, they kept grilling him on that, and he would just kind of give the entire story of why he created the pseudonym, not why he claimed to be him in the past and now he's being sued for it. They kind of tried to dodge all that very clearly. So that's pretty much the story, guys. What do you make of all this? Do you think that Stephen Mollah is actually fighting for his life, trying to rise from the ashes of Satoshi because he created this whole mess back in 2008 for himself? Or do you think that he's just a scam artist trying to reap the benefits of being the founder of Bitcoin? Comment down below, guys, what you think. If you enjoy this type of content, I post 3 times a week. Weird, wacky internet stories, body cam footage, reaction type content, all that weird stuff. So definitely consider joining the Peablar army, hitting that subscribe, hitting that bell, dropping a like and a comment. It'd mean the world to me. But that's gonna do it. I'm your boy Peablar. It's been real, y'all. And until next time, be well and peace.